Good morning, Coyotes, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1 of Coyote Call. I am your host and producer, Taylor Pollard, here with...
Grimace Shake,
Ben Cash,
Jackson Sigmund,
and I'm Arjun Denoda.
And today we're going to start off just talking about the first day of school. It was yesterday. I mean, I'm a senior. I feel like it was pretty routine, normal, kind of boring. But what do you guys think?
I have to say it was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be because, didn't really do too much those past 2 months, and they just rolled by really quickly. So now that I'm back, everything just feels like no time has really passed at all,
Yeah.
And everything just kind of feels the same. I don't mind it, but it's just like, there's no real fanfare. We're just kind of here again.
Oh, yeah, I feel the same. Summer went by really quick. What about you?
Yeah, well, I definitely agree with both of you guys. Time has been really quickly, and I feel like it's the usual, going to school every day, seeing friends, and just having different classes. But yeah.
Yeah, totally. I feel older, definitely, but everybody does when the new school year starts. So yeah. What about you, Arjun?
For me, it's exciting to start up freshman year. It seems fun. First day was pretty nice. The 2 months of summer didn't even feel like 2 months. It's exciting. You think it's gonna go well. I hope it does. Second day, hope it goes well. And yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got a lot planned for this episode, including the next 2 segments we're going to do. It's Guillermo's spotlight on the water polo team, and I have a movie review about the new Mission Impossible movie. So let's get right into those.
Today, I head over the Castic Aquatic Center to take a dive of the water polo team. Nathaniel Kern, goes by Coach Nate, is a lifeguard from LA County and swims competitively in College of the Canyons. I asked him, how long has he played water polo?
So I've actually never played water polo before. I watch a lot of water polo. I've been watching it since I was a kid. I played sports throughout high school, like basketball, soccer. I did martial arts as well, so I guess I did all of the sports that encompass water polo. But I currently coach for Castaic, and it's a blast, to be honest.
Also, this is what he had to say.
And I highly recommend it for anybody to play because it's great exercise and it's a great way just to, be in the water.
Well, I definitely agree with him. This is another tip from Brian, a lifeguard from the same pool facility.
Any future young lifeguard that's planning to move up into county, I would just kind of recommend them to stay fit, healthy, and active, and kind of be the best you can be and don't let anybody else, tell you regardless.
Here's what unfortunate. There's only 2 players in the team. Here's what Ken, one of the players, had to say about his experience in water polo.
I joined water polo because my mom recommended it. It was really fun.
Although there isn't many players in the team, they make sure to have lots of fun in their small community playing water polo. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Guillermo Sebastian.
Hey guys, Ben here, and today I wanted to talk about the new Mission Impossible movie, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Personally, this has been my most anticipated movie of all time. I saw the last movie, Fallout, back when I was 12, and I was absolutely blown away by it. So I was very excited for this movie, and was hoping for it to re-invoke what that movie had. This movie had a lot to live up to for me. And in my opinion, while I don't think it's as good as Fallout in the end, I think it's still a more than worthy follow-up, and one of, if not the best action movie of the year. These movies are most well known for the crazy stunts that they pull off, and Dead Reckoning is no shortage of them. Of course, the one everyone remembers is the motorcycle stunt, where Tom Cruise drives off the cliff, since the marketing was shoving that one in everyone's face for the longest time. But I think that was with good reason, because, it's probably the best scene in the movie. There's a fair amount of build-up to it, and the payoff is pretty sweet. Some other standout scenes include the train crash scene, a cool car chase, and of course the obligatory scene with Tom Cruise sprinting. One of my favorite scenes actually technically wasn't even an action scene. It was a scene where one of the characters has to disarm a bomb, which happens pretty early on in the movie, and it's a really great and suspenseful scene that will leave you on the edge of your seat. As for the plot, for the most part it's pretty par for the course, but the main gimmick is that the main villain of the movie is AI. The film follows Cruise's character Ethan Hunt and his IMF crew as they try to stop Gabriel from getting his hands on a key that allows its wielder to control the killer AI called the Entity, who, to no one's surprise, plans to destroy the world. They do some pretty interesting stuff with the Entity in this movie though. It really messes with the characters' heads and makes for some really high stakes, which I love. Now, most of my problems with the movie have to do with the fact that it's only part 1. Because of this, it doesn't really feel like it has as much weight to it. It definitely just feels like the first half of a movie, rather than something like Across the Spider-Verse, which can stand on its own while also leading into the next movie. Also, this movie is pretty long, longer than the last one, and yet it doesn't really take advantage of its runtime. I hate to make this comparison, but Fallout, despite being shorter overall, had so much constantly happening back to back to back, like a never-ending roller coaster ride. It was great. Dead Reckoning has everything much more spread out, with a bit less action overall, which might sound like a good thing to some, but to me it made everything feel super drawn out. But honestly, while I might be biased towards Fallout, Dead Reckoning is the kind of movie that the more I think about it, the more I honestly kinda love it and want to see it again. Though I think this movie will be made a lot better with the release of Part 2. Its future is kinda uncertain right now because of all the strikes happening in Hollywood, but according to director Christopher McQuarrie, it's pretty much almost done, and it's still slated to release next summer, and I couldn't be any more excited. If anything, I honestly think you should just wait for Part 2 to come out so you can watch both at the same time, so the experience feels more cohesive. But overall, while I still think the last movie is better, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 still stands toe-to-toe with its predecessor as being the best action movies of our generation. I'd rate this movie a 9 out of 10. Reporting for Coyote Call, I'm Ben Cash.
Welcome back, Coyotes. Today's discussion topic is what advice on upperclassmen you guys have for freshmen.
Do you want to start first, Taylor?
Sure. I'd say some advice I have for freshmen is don't compare yourself to upperclassmen. I mean, I feel like as a freshman, I was like, oh, the sophomores, because we didn't have seniors when I was a freshman, are like so cool and so like above me. But it's like, we're really not. Like, we're just kids like you. I mean, we might know a little bit more. We might be a little more street smart, I guess is the word you would say. But we're not like all knowing beings. Like, just, don't take it too seriously. Yeah. What about you?
Well, the first thing I have to say is definitely kind of the same thing. It's just like, don't pay attention to that kind of hierarchy because a lot of people focus too much on that and it kind of ruins their experience when it's so minuscule and you don't even need to focus on that. It just brings you down if you do. And, also just don't take everything so seriously because high schoolers do that really easily. And one more thing, I mean, you're a freshman, you're fresh out of middle school, so it's probably still going to feel like middle school for a little bit, but, you're going to get a lot more mature and you're going to grow up a lot over these next 4 years. But, don't let that go to your head, I'm at the end of my high school life right now, and I've been through it all, and, it's an interesting experience, but it's one that you shouldn't, this is not all there is. Like they say, it gets better after this. Like, there's more beyond just what's going on here. So don't act like this is the be-all, end-all moments of your life, because it surely is not.
Yeah. I would say, though, focus on grades.
That's true, yes.
Everything else you can not focus on.
Yeah, don't worry about the social stuff.
Yeah.
To an extent, you should. Like, have a lot of friends, but just have a couple good friends. Like, have the friends that'll stick with you till college.
Yes, for sure. Make sure you have true friends, not like fake ones,
Yeah.
So my advice to me, my advice for you is to, so my advice for you is to stay focused on your classes, Make sure you get good grades, just like Jackson said. And also take advantage of this COC classes. It's called ICANN. It's an ICANN program. This is going to be very useful for your future. And, just take advantage. There's lots of things such welding, video production, fire tech, dental, and there's lots of different career pathways. So make sure you stick with that.
Yeah. And just to introduce Arjun, he is our freshman in GMC. Do you have anything you'd like to mention about your experience on your first day of school as a freshman? I mean, any thoughts?
Well, as a freshman, it was pretty good. Like what Guillermo said for the COC class, I am taking one right now. Nice. I'm taking health for the first semester. So it's pretty good. Like, I don't have that many friends. I have one or two right now I'm hanging out with, but it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I mainly focus on the grades. It's exciting to think. I hope it goes well. I mean, it's only been the first day, so hope it all goes well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do you have any worries about the new year or anything?
Not really. I don't have much worries. I just hope my classes are good. I haven't been to all of them yet, so I just hope that most of my classes are good.
Oh, well, good. I think you have a great mindset.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like really wanting to get good grades is a good way of like keeping yourself motivated and just like having things to do after school always, I mean, feeling productive always feels like better than, worrying about like your social life or like friends or something like that.
Yeah, just finding something for motivation is very important for teenagers,
Yeah.
especially at our age.
Yes,
Sure.
I definitely agree.
Me too.
All right.
All right, that wraps up today's topic. Let's end this episode with a quick food review from Jackson.
Hey guys, as you all know, over the past summer, the Grimace Shake came out and became a viral trend over social media. Today, I'll be showing you how you can make your own Grimace Shake. First, you start with adding 1 cup of blueberries and 1/2 cup of raspberries to the blender. Second, you add 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, then 1/2 of whole milk. Next, blend until smooth and liquid in a form. Finally, pour the creamy delicious shake into the glass and top it off with whipped cream and sprinkles. The recipe was found on everydayshortcuts.com. I hope you enjoy.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first episode. It was a little bit bumpy, but we're going to get a lot better. Just leave your opinions in the comments or check out our poll if you're on Spotify. Let us know your opinions on your first day of school and if you're a freshman or if you have advice for freshmen. All right. And that's going to be about it. Bye.
Bye.